I'd like to begin on behalf of Millie's mum Vanessa, myself and Dan's parents Joy and Bill by giving a very warm welcome to all the relatives and friends who've joined us to celebrate Millie and Dan's wedding. Most of you know I'm extremely fortunate to be the father of 3 daughters, and they're very precious to myself and to Vanessa. Millie is the baby of the family, and she's the last of our 3 daughters to get married. And although she's a grown and accomplished woman, but she's still my baby. So she's wonderful. It's wonderful today, and it's a special privilege, as well as standing up here and making a pillow of myself, that I get to walk her down the aisle, and it's with huge pride. From her earliest years, Millie has had a very clear sense of her place in the world. She's very selective about those who she has close to her, but once you're her friend, she's extremely loyal. And this quality, of course, is essential for marriage, and loyalty and love is focused on Dan, who she's chosen to spend the rest of her life with. It's been said that you need friendship as well as love to make a happy marriage. Millie and Dan really are best friends, and they've already established a sort of remarkable partnership and friendship which will stand in good stead for their future lives together. At this point, I'd like to formally welcome into the family our new son-in-law, Dan. Final words of advice to you both. In a very small story from A.A. Mills' Winnie the Pooh, Piglet asks, "How do you spell love?" Pooh's reply is perfect. You don't spell it, feel it. It's my very pleasant duty to propose a toast to the happy couple, so please join me in raising a glass to wish Millie and Dan a long and healthy and very happy future together.
Now for the star of the show, my wonderful wifey, Millie. Well, first of all, thank you for agreeing to marry me and for making me the happiest man in the world. I think everyone will agree how beautiful you look today, and when you walked down the aisle, you really did take my breath away, just as you did the first time I met you. Speaking of which, it's hard to believe it's been more than 5.5 years since we first met during that first fateful night in Camden Town. And a few friends were keen to introduce me to a young Millie described simply as pretty, well-spoken and well-to-do. Now, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous about meeting Millie, but after wowing each other with a mutual appreciation for Lord of the Rings, it's safe to say we then spent most of the evening in each other's company. So much so that I eventually succumbed to quite possibly the world's cheesiest chat-up line. Which, if I'm not mistaken, went something like, "I suppose as it's your birthday, I should give you a birthday kiss." I, of course, dutifully obliged. From that first evening together, I knew I'd found someone very special, and I remember spending hours researching the best restaurants and theatres in town to take Millie during our early courtship. The fact that we'd seen each other about 10 times in the first 2 weeks was possibly a good indicator of our future together. Now, I'd like to say that when I eventually proposed to Millie in New York just over 18 months ago, came as a complete surprise. But perhaps the new wardrobe Millie brought with her was a pretty clear giveaway that she was expecting a fancy diamond to match. Once again, Millie didn't make it easy. I practically had to force her through Central Park, and she refused to sit down on the bench as it would ruin her brand new felt jacket. But after eventually finding the right time to get down on one knee, Millie thankfully said yes, and the rest, as they say, is history. I would like to take some of the credit for putting together such a perfect day, but everyone would know I'd be lying. You really have done an amazing job in organising our wedding, and I'm sure everyone would agree. You are my absolute world. I love you so much, in so many ways and for so many different reasons. You are the kindest, most adoring, caring, and loving person, and you always bring out the very best in me. Today you have made me the happiest man alive, and I can't wait to grow old with you. To the lady who made all this possible, to my beautiful wife, to Millie.
To Millie.
Here we stand, the world awaits. We'll let the stars tonight light the way. Hand in hand, through light or rain. It's your constant love that gives me strength. Under the starlight we'll find our way, I know. This is the start of something beautiful. With you by my side, there's no place that we can't go. This is the start of something beautiful. When the wind moves along your face, it captures everything I long to say. So don't look back, love, and don't you wait. Just say you'll run with me, come what may. Under the starlight we'll find our way, I know. This is the start of something beautiful. With you by my side, there's no place that we can't go. 'Cause this is the start of something beautiful. Something beautiful. Here we stand, the world awaits. It's your love, I know, that gives me strength. Under the starlight we'll find our way, I know. This is the start of something beautiful. With you by my side, there's no place that we can't go. This is the start of something beautiful.
I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present to witness
that I, Daniel Alexander Cox,
that I, Melissa Jane Lovett,
do take thee, Melissa Jane Lovett,
do take thee, Daniel Alexander Cox,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to be my lawful wedded husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part.
till death us do part.